Even if Boris Johnson were to stay in office, the debate about him is already blocking important government business and revealing how few election promises the Prime Minister has kept. His compatriots will soon have to bear the consequences. On Tuesday, what is commonly called Partygate in the UK and elsewhere reached a new high. Now even the London police are investigating whether lockdown regulations were broken in Downing Street. Scotland Yard decided to take this step because there was sufficient evidence of the most serious and flagrant violations. The scandal surrounding Boris Johnson's administration has thus reached a new level. The investigations that have now begun do not mean that the Prime Minister himself is the focus of their attention or that they could even be fined. They also do not mean that an imminent end to his term of office is in sight yet. However, one thing is clear with the latest developments. The damage to the country from this political paralysis is increasing every day. Instead of pushing ahead with the recovery from the pandemic with all their might, instead of navigating the country into a new era after Brexit, the government and parliament are constantly chafing at new details about who, when and where could have broken the self-imposed corona rules. Meanwhile, the Tory party is putting the failing Johnson on a drip because they disagree on when and who to send as his successor. All of this is eroding the already low level of trust that British voters generally have in their politicians. Not just because many voters followed the rules as opposed to those who have made them, but even more because the many promises that Boris Johnson brought to Downing Street 2 years ago with a whopping majority will not be fulfilled. What hadn't the Conservatives promised to the nation with their slogan at the time, "Let's get Brexit done"? More money and opportunities for the neglected regions. Lucrative trade deals with economic powerhouses like the US and India. Lower taxes, the implementation of ambitious climate goals, an end to illegal immigration. None of that has been implemented. And that's not just because of the challenge of the pandemic. The Institute for Government recently calculated that Johnson's government has only tackled a third of the planned legislation, and the legislative period will soon be half over. By the time Partygate comes to an end, the kingdom will wake up with a double hangover. Then a prime minister leaves who has damaged the dignity of the highest government office and the whole country at the same time. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.